Bullet coming at you like a rain of bullets. Y'all been waiting for this. We about to make it happen. So anyways, the bullet marker, let's go ahead and dissect this bad boy right here. You guys see it right there? Let me get nice and close for you guys. All right, so the bullet is a pump action marker, empty cavity. There's no tampon inside, so it's just an empty cavity. If you open it up, you can see right here. There's a ball bearing in there. It looks like a plain clear marble. The nib looks similar to what is on the Uni. So I don't know what the nib material is. It looks like it might be polyester. It's a little bit on the soft side, and that makes sense because they do fill these. They fill these with sole tip paint, which surprised me. I thought it would be something like this. And that's what I'm gonna put in this one right now. I was like, let's just rock some hard to buffy. Let's see what it's all about. Because in my eyes, I find the sole tip to be a little bit too thick to run through markers. My opinion. Another thing I want to mention too is the nib doesn't have a whole lot of travel to it. Not a whole lot of travel there, just a little bit of travel. So that's kind of interesting. And oh, let me just see here. What is the? It doesn't say. Oh, 18 milliliters. It holds 18 milliliters. Okay, very good. Thank you for putting that on there, OTR. You know, you got to hand it to OTR. They really do package design very well. They're very good at that. And I am impressed. The marker itself is kind of strange. It's kind of looks like a suppository. I thought the silver was just a little bit too thick, the sole tip paint. I felt like it was a little too thick for a marker like this. But I don't know, you know, what do I know? I don't know anything. All I know is that I don't know nothing. Wasn't that Socrates? Pretty sure he didn't say it like that. All right, let's go ahead and get this nib saturated. Now, it writes really good on paper, but you know, the thing is I always have an issue with these alcohol inks on other surfaces though. But you know, it's graphic design wise, this will probably be a great marker. All right guys, let's go ahead and try it out with the OTR hard to buff ink, because if I were to be street writing with this, I think that would be what I would rather choose. Although it may be too thin for this nib, it's hard to say. But I think if I wanted to get up, this would be my choice for this marker. But I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, see, I could feel it has more flow. It's got more flow to it. This would be, in my eyes, a better choice. All right, much more flow, definitely much more flow. Why don't we take these outside and see what they're like? You know what, actually, before we do that, let's do another hit off, because people were really digging the hit offs. Let's do a hit off real quick. Well, this actually works out really well, because now I can do a hit off with the marker that I'm reviewing. Oh, did I just hit the tripod there? I've been known to do that. But anyways, let's do a quick little hit off for the homie Eider. He hails from New York City. New York City. That's where you want to go if you want to get famous. That is where you want to go. So far, this is my only real beef with this marker, is it does not stand upright. Because sometimes you need to do that. You need to do that sometimes. So he's got some Sweat Traffic Red, some Shock Blue, some Signal Yellow, some Flame Blue in, oh, they don't have the sticker on them anymore? Okay, that's whack. Okay, True Blue on the bottom, Zinc Yellow, some Montana Gold in the S300. This is what? Is this the... This doesn't say what it is. S3000. I think that is... I think this is Shock Red. Pretty sure this is Shock Red. Anyways, Eider has some caps. There's a free pack of caps right here. Little action right there. Looks like an orange dot and a New York Fat cap. Some transfer caps, aka needle caps. Some Lego caps. And the pink. The pinky. Whatchamacallits. Level 6s. That's right. An AP Hobo in white. And a nice little assortment of Molotov acrylic markers, which, by the way, my own unbiased opinion, these are the best acrylic markers on the market. They are, bar none. All right, looks like there's a sketchbook, and let's get to the slaps. Boom, war. Boom, la. Boom, seldom makes. Boom, weird cat with a What is that? Is that Argentina's son? I don't know what that is. Okay, Accept. The homie Accept. What up? Look at that beautiful throwy right there. The new police. For Loco. Killing it is his business and business is booming. I love that name. That is such a great name. A little graphic design tip from me, GR, my review right here. I would put killing it is his business over here and his business is booming over here. It just doesn't follow really well. But that's just my opinion. Okay, Fuckster. Which way is this? It's very artistic and I like it a lot. I just can't read it. What up, homie? This is going out to you. All right, guys, so this surface is painted with black Rust-Oleum gloss enamel, and it is still a little on the soft side. So if it starts eating up this marker, it's not the marker's fault, it is the surface. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's just see if it writes. Hopefully we are good. What do you guys think? You think it's gonna work? What do you think? Let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's a little on the wet side, but you know what? It's still writing. I think we can get a little bit of a, what can I say? A little bit of a assessment of how it writes here. I'm just gonna hit up Cliff and Corn. I'm just gonna hit up all kinds of people here today. Let's see, who else? Case. OG Case. You know, it's actually doing pretty good. Considering that it's a little bit on the wet side, it's actually laying down not too shabby. I think if this was a little bit drier, it'd go on a little bit smoother, but you know, I mean, I can't really complain. All right, guys, remember I put some hard to buff ink in this one, and I think, for me personally, if I were writing on the streets, if I was a young whippersnapper on the streets, I'd probably prefer hard to buff ink. I think that would be my preferred choice for this marker. All right, so let's hit up the homie Spark. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's so much better. That's so much better. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, if you're just trying to get flow, you know, if you're just trying to flow with it, I think that would be a better fill for this marker. You can run whatever you want, but if I were to put something in this, I would definitely rock the hard to buff ink. I think that would be the one to go with. Do we got room over here? Let's hit up the homie Lake. Laker. The homie Laker. What else is on here? Let's see. Oh, Draco. Donnie Draco. Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko. Okay. I'm gonna call him Donnie Draco. All right. Let's see. Let's hit up Seed again. Sneeds Seeds, aka Cedar Oneer. Give people hit offs, man. Oh man, I really, if I'm tagging, I want hard to buff in this one. That is for sure. Oh, Cliff Russ. Saucy. Ooh, I really like that a lot. I like how he asked for a real name. That's sick. Oh, and Kate. Kate has one of those JC Denton, one of the JC Denton avatars.
Oh my God, Daddy!
What a shame.
Man, I really like this marker. Should I do a couple more tags? What do you guys think? Comment below. Let's write hard to buff. Oh, they should also spell it with a 2, by the way. Hard to buff. I'm just giving brand advice left and right. Graffiti consulting. This is my business. Oh, why don't I hit up OTR? On the run, like me. GR, always on the run. You know, it's funny, sometimes with the tags, I'm just like, I don't really care. I'm just like, I'm just gonna write words. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, I really care. My graffiti's often like that. Oh, let's hit up the homie Cephras. Hit up the homie Cephras. Graffiti. It's whatever you want it to be. Like if I wanted to just write like this. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But you know what? This marker writes really nice. I got to tell you guys, I am a big fan. It puts a huge smile on my face with hard to buff ink. It puts a huge smile on my face. So if it were me, I'm not done with this video yet, but it's just a quick little thing I got to say. If I were to buy this marker, I'd buy an empty, I'd buy some hard to buff. Let's put some hard to buff in that silver. Oh yes, let's do that. That intro I shot, the focus was a little bit off. We're going to use it anyway, so I do apologize in advance. The show must go on. All right, so we added about a quarter worth of hard to buff. So that should give it more flow, and it will give it a little bit more character as well. Hopefully I don't make a mess here. All right, mind your blocking, GR. All right, let's try this in. All right, hopefully I don't make a big mess here as I seal it. Oh, it looks like it all came together pretty nicely. All right, let's give it a shake. Now, I did a mix earlier that was a 50-50 mix, and it looked really nice. It looked like stainless ink, but one of the warehouse boys came into my office, and, well, I saw him skating off, and there was a piece of paper in here with his tags all over it, so I can only put 2 and 2 together and assume that that marker is lost to the streets. I left it on the prairie.
Ja, Chinchla, Kayobala, Liowalo, Luhaktalo.
It's kind of one of those things with hard to buff is sometimes people are like, oh, well, you know, you can't buff it, you know. And I'm just like, dude, anything can be buffed. But I will tell you this is a bleed characteristic that is very similar to Garvey. And I think they have a new formula. I think that's what's going on, because I've used a hard to buff over the years, and it's kind of gone up and down with the way that it's been. And I painted on this expecting to paint over it right away and continue filming the video, but you can see the paint is still wet. It's very, very wet. But it took a lot of layers to even get to this point. And, you know, of course the paint's not drying because it's so thick. And it just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding right through. So I will say this, say what you want. It bleeds like crazy. Like it really, really bleeds. So let's do this. I got this nice little panel right here. Should show up really, really nicely on this. A nice steel panel. I think it'll look really good. And let's give it a shot. Let's set up the camera, give it a try, see how it looks. All right, guys, let's do a couple quick little tags with it just to see how it writes. And wow, it's very distinctive. It's like that silvery blue black metallic that kind of reminds me of a 1980s Transformer. Whenever they put like that metallic plating on the plastic parts. That's what it really looks like. It looks really cool. Let's see, let's hit up the homie Camel. Somebody wanted me to hit up the homie Camel. I actually wrote this word for a while. I like the way it writes out. I think it's a cool word. Big ups to Camel. Whoever you are, wherever you are. You know, I always liked it because you could always just do like a throwaway of the Joe Camel character, which got banned because nobody could have any fun anymore. No fun. We do a no fun tag. Oh, the 90s were awesome. You guys have no idea how awesome the 90s were. They were a lot of fun. Oh, who else was I gonna do? Let me do an on the run. I don't know if I did one yet. On the run. I think I did one earlier and gave him advice about changing it or something. No, that was hard to buff. Wasn't that? That was hard to buff. I'm always giving brand advice to people. I gotta tell you, I really like this combo. It works out really, really well. Let's rock a scoper over here. Scope. Hopefully that shows up in the video. Hopefully my fat head. Hopefully my head isn't blocking. That's like the trouble I always have. Because I don't have anyone to be like, yo, your head's in the way. I'm so alone here. I think I need to get someone to help me make these videos. You know, but it's hard to find good help, you know? That's the problem. Kids need to have a better work ethic these days. Man, when I was a kid, nobody gave you nothing. That is for sure. Anyways, let's see. Do we have room down here, guys? We got room down here? All right, guys, let's catch our last two for this video. The first one is for Roman. It's actually one of my wife's friends. Give him some love. The homie Roman. What was the other one? Oh, Jake. The homie Jake. Sorry, this is kind of a weird angle, Jake. You're just gonna have to get it. Ah, it still came out nice. All right, Jake, there you go. One Jake tag. Why not? Why not? Why not christen this? Oh, shit. Hit my shoe. This would look really cool, some of my canvas work, because it's got a really nice, like I said, it's Charlie Sheen. I wish my body wasn't here. Actually, no, you can see my shadow in it, actually. It's kind of interesting. So actually, I do like that. Kind of adds to the effect. That's really cool, man. Anyways, let's go to the closeout. I think you've seen enough. I can give my breakdown at the end, and we will see you later. All right, guys, a couple quick parting thoughts about the bullet marker. I will tell you this. It is very small. It's very svelte. It's easily pocketable. It's like a Bic lighter. I'm convinced that Bic designed their lighter in such a fashion that made you just naturally want to slip it in your pocket and walk out the door. But these are so pocketable that I think your friends will probably take them for you, which means they'll probably sell more markers. You got to deal with your friends, homie. There's no scientific backing to that whatsoever. It's just my dumb thoughts. But I will tell you this. I do like the form factor. I do like the way they write. I don't like that I can't set it up like that. The nib doesn't have a lot of travel when you depress it, which is good because you're not over flooding it, but it's not going to be a super drippy marker, I don't think. The stock ink is okay. It's on average for a lot of alcohol-based inks. The real hardcore people probably won't like it as a stock ink, but you can mix it with other stuff to make a better combo that suits your needs. Amateur tagger will probably be very happy with it. Graphic designer be very happy with it. Street artists would love them. Definitely would love them. You could use these markers for all kinds of different stuff. Not everyone is a hardcore tagger. For the hardcore tagger, buy an empty one. Fill it with whatever you want. Keep in mind it is plastic, so if you can put some xylene stuff in there, it may warp. So I would stick with maybe hard to buff with a little bit of Garvey and I don't know, throw some speed flow in there, see what you get. You might get something really interesting. Pen ink, whatever, mix it up. Try the silver mixed with some pen ink. I think that would be really good. It's got a great form factor and I do like the way it writes. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I like this marker. I would like to see more variety with the inks, definitely. OTR, you gotta make this with hard to buff ink ready to go in this marker. I think that would be gangbusters. You call it the Green Ranger Special. Probably won't, but that's okay. But I like this marker. I would definitely go paint with this. And that's it. That's all I got to say. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely comment below. Just comment anyways if you want to hit off. That's how I get hit offs. We got more videos on the way. You know, just stay up, do you, be awesome. And if you have any questions, comment on this video. And I guess that's it. Rock and roll, baby. I'll see you guys later.